All right, we're doing some chest over here today. I just wanted to show you something real fast, not my normal style. Normally it takes me, 2 hours to explain something to you, but I'm going to show you just something simple on the incline press, but I also am going to show you a little something about spotting, because when you're trying to train for hypertrophy, so this goes for any athlete or any power lifter or anybody doing anything, when they want to increase muscle mass, it's always the same. You want to try to increase muscle tension. The intensity that we use, the amount of weight that we use is important, but the time under tension is really critical and crucial. And so what we're going to do with Tom is I'm going to have him do this exercise here, but we're going to do it a certain way so that we tap into the muscles a little bit quicker, a little bit easier, a little bit smoother. But we're also going to have him reduce the weight. One way that we create some time under tension is to utilize some tempo training. So rather than Tom trying to go real fast, he's just going to go under control. We're not really worried about a 4-second eccentric and 4 seconds on the way up, but if I was to give you a time frame, maybe it's 2 to 3 seconds each way, okay? And because we're bodybuilding, because we're trying to win that hypertrophy, there's no pausing at the bottom and there's no pausing at the top. To me, that's stopping. To me, that kind of counts as quitting when we're training this way. If you're training for reps and you're training for powerlifting, it might look a little bit different. But in this particular case, when we're after hypertrophy, we want to pump and keep moving. That's why you see bodybuilders doing this, and then people are like, oh man, they're only doing half reps. They're trying to keep tension on the muscles. So what we're going to do here, we have to look at each exercise kind of independently and figure out how we're going to create the most muscle tension. Some of us have some really wild differences in our shoulder mobility and in the way that we can move. But in general, when it comes to this particular movement, we want to try to go elbows up, which is very difficult for me to do because I've been powerlifting forever. I've been down in here. But lifting down in this range is going to allow us to lift the most amount of weight efficiently, and it's going to allow us to overload and handle really heavy weights without getting injured. In this case, we don't have a lot of weight on here. In this case, we're after muscle tension. When you're powerlifting, you're not really looking for muscular tension. You're looking to be as explosive as you can be and get away from the weight as quickly as possible so you don't lose energy and fatigue and then miss the set. In this case, we want to get maximum tension. Maximum muscular tension is going to be caused by doing the lift properly. So as Tom lays back and he does some reps, he wants to open up and try to get the pinkies kind of almost up, and he's going to be pressing up the whole time. Now, you do not have to bring these together. I feel like that's a little bit of a myth. Look at the control right here. This is perfect. You want to make sure that the person is breathing. You can kind of breathe whenever it feels normal or natural to you. Under normal circumstances, we would probably try to breathe out as we press, but because this is a longer set with a little bit more tension. Now, here's where the spotting comes in. I'm going to spot him early. He looks like he's doing the reps clean, but I'm going to give him more assistance than what he actually needs. We're going to do 3 more here. 1, 2. He's going to squeeze this one up and come down slow and controlled. And then we're going to have him grab the 25s. We already did set after set after set, so you kind of missed Tom's glamorous set with the 60-pound dumbbells. But you'll get the point here. Now, as he sits down at the end of the bench, he's just going to rest. He's going to recuperate a little bit, because if he doesn't recuperate at all, he's not going to be able to get much out of even this weight right here. So a little bit of rest, get a couple breaths in, lay back, and get at it again. And then same thing. I'm going to watch him carefully and kind of see what the pressing's looking like. It's looking like he's handling it fine. But if I wanted to step in, I can give him just a little bit of boost. My hands are right here to assist, but what's weird about it is as I give him help, it actually kind of makes it harder for him because he's able to contract his muscles a little harder. We do 10 more reps. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ba-boom. Now, I'm going to go, and he's going to basically try to do the same thing for me. So I'll grab these 60s, I'll get these guys moving, and then I'll go down to maybe like the 30s or the 40s, and we'll see what that looks like. Again, we want to try to get maximum muscular tension. So we're going to try to keep moving the whole time. We're trying to get the elbows up and out. No stopping at the top, no stopping at the bottom, no adjusting, no resting. If we were squatting, if we were deadlifting, doing bent over rows, military presses, whatever we're doing, It would all be done the same way.
Come on.
Really come out with the dumbbells, elbows up. This is where having a good training partner comes in handy. So he can kind of look at it and he can say, hey, this is how many more fucking reps we're doing.
Let's see, 5 more. All the way up, come on. Up.
Snuck in one extra. Now we're gonna drop the weight. Try to go with like a 35. I think 3 to 5 breaths is a decent way to do it. Maybe 10 seconds or so. But if you just don't rest at all, it'll be hard to move anything.
Come on.
Weights are light. Get that tension on there.
Nice. Good.
You see how he started to assist me before I really needed the help, okay? That's crucial because now I'm able to tap into the chest more and not concentrate on the shoulders and triceps and everything else.
10 more, Mark, come on. Come on. Come on. 4, come on. 3, 2, 1. Sneak one in. Good job.
Holy shit. You see my whole body was trembling and shaking and shimmying. That's a great way to do it there. If you also want to work on increasing some tension, you can do this as well. Grab a hold of some plates, some 5s or 10s, or whatever it might be, and just squish them together. Stand like this. Maybe try to almost incline them. You kind of push them like this. But just squeeze the dumbbells together. Or plates, I should say. Without the weight, just here, pushing the hands together. If you need something to push together, you can take a dumbbell. You can kind of go like that. Yeah, that's probably the best way to do that, like that. Okay. You can also grab the end of the bench here. I'll get the boobs out for you so you can see. You grab the end of the bench and you can just kind of squeeze the end of the bench, but doing this in between your set, learning how to flex. This has nothing to do with bodybuilding necessarily. This has to do with increase in muscle mass and getting hypertrophy into the chest and shoulders and biceps. And you want to create more muscle tension and tap into the muscles a little bit more. This is a great way to do it. You can do it while someone else is doing their set. So while someone else is going, maybe it takes them 90 seconds or so, and the whole time you're trying to flex, and then maybe get on it a little harder. Make sure you're breathing, and there you go. There's your tips. That spotting is critical. It is so crucial to learn how to spot each other properly, because most of the time people aren't giving each other enough assistance. We got my brother going here. Tom's gonna take him through it.
Good, come on. Go, boy. Come on.
Again, you're helping the guy
Nice.
maybe a little earlier than what he may even need. Actually, Tom's trying to rip it out of my hands. Woo! So there you go. That's these guys. They're a mess. All of them, right? That's what we're doing. You're just trying to increase that muscular tension, helping each other out. Strength is never weakness. Weakness is never strength. Hope you enjoyed the tips. Catch y'all later.